Hello, and welcome to the Slightly Overweight Podcast, episode number 4. We're here, again, me and you together in this moment for the next hour with me talking and you listening. If you're listening to this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button, the follow button, all of that. What that does is it tells me that you like what I'm doing, okay? And when you don't do that, then I get a little insecure, okay? And maybe I start feeling bad about myself a little bit because the numbers aren't, maintaining, okay? So as long as you hit that like button, my mental health will be great. Just kidding. I do not base, my mental health on dumb numbers. Okay, I try not to pay attention to that stuff, but when you do hit that like button, bro, my dopamine levels skyrocket. So if you do that, that's great. If not, I also don't care. You understand? So, the weather outside is very nice, as they say in that Christmas song. It's fire outside, literally. It's 87 degrees outside in Indiana. And what that is my favorite weather. If it's hot, what's that? Sun's out, buns out. That's what I'm feeling. I wore shorts today. Not right now, because I'm in my podcast uniform. But I wore shorts today. Loved it. Got some sun. Mackenzie got a little bit of a sunburn. It's all good. We also went to the dog park with our dog Opie, who you may have seen in a previous vlog or something. He's a dorky dog. And we thought taking him to the dog park would help his dorkiness a little bit. Maybe socialize him with more of his kind. But he did not perform the way that we intended. We walked in through the double gate. It's an outside dog park. And there's hella dogs there. Like 15 at least. Like 1-2 owner per dog. And they're all so cute. Opie goes through the gate and he doesn't even want to go through the first gate to get into the dog park. He's like, no, maybe we should just turn around. Actually, I don't really like socially interacting with other dogs and stuff, so maybe I can just go back to the car. And I'm like, bro, come on, dude. It's like taking your kid to fucking kindergarten on the first day. They're like, but I just want to stay home, and, it was so much fun for the past 5 years. Why am I going to kindergarten? It sucks. And Opie was like, yeah, my whole life we just stayed at home, and maybe we just go home and we go have treats and stuff. I don't want to do this. He acted as though he didn't know he was a dog. Like the dogs were playing fetch and stuff, which he does at home, but in this group setting, he was like, yo, look at those dogs over there. They're so dumb, huh? Ain't it right, humans? I'm one of you. I'm a human as well. Like, he just kept hanging around me and Mackenzie and didn't want to sniff any dog butts. All the dogs sniffed his butts. All the dogs sniffed his butt. But he didn't sniff back. He just kind of took it and just stood there, peed a couple of times, pooped a couple of times, got a drink from the water fountain. We talked to some other dog owners and stuff, and their dogs were socially, fucking opposite of inept. What's that fucking word? Socially, advanced, I guess, would be the word of choice. What's the word? Like, I'm prone to, like a person who's musically inclined. Fucking socially inclined. Fuck yeah. That's what the other dogs were. They were running and playing, and I was throwing the ball, so Opie would run and catch it, and 8 other dogs went and got the ball. He didn't even get it once. He loves playing fetch. By the end of it, he was kind of sniffing some butts and stuff, but he was just acting real awkward, so we just had to go home. But maybe we'll take him again, and maybe he'll act a little different. Maybe he'll be a little bit cooler. Because he was really embarrassing, me in front of the other dogs. The other dogs were cool. He was not very cool. But we'll work on it. He's a little shy. Everybody's a little shy when they first meet people. And we'll update you with how he does socially. But that's our dog Opie. In the last podcast, we talked about our renovations that were happening. They're done now. Renovations are done. No more loud banging. No more construction sounds, which is dope. Super cool. Nobody likes fucking construction sounds unless you're a fucking construction worker. And if you are a construction worker, that's just You probably hate that shit too. You probably hate that shit more than other people because you're around that shit all day. But me personally, I don't like people banging on the walls in my fucking house if they're alive. If you hear a banging sound, that's my cat taking a fucking shit right now. Because she thought I'm going to take a shit right in the beginning of the podcast so everybody knows that I'm here. Comment, we know you want attention. We all love you. And you're a good cat, okay? Do you have to shit in the beginning of my fucking podcast? She's still shitting. Okay, anyway. The people come in to do the renovations. And they're all nice people. Two people, like the main two dudes, they speak English. The rest of the actual workers who are actually doing the work, they do not speak English. They're mainly Spanish speaking. But in the little English that they knew and the little Spanish that I knew, we kind of like made jokes and, I told them that I appreciate them doing the work and stuff. But the two dudes who did speak English, were very cool and very chill. But there was just one thing that they obviously didn't control. Some higher up basically made this decision, and these guys who do the renovations have to deal with everybody's fucking, angry problems and shit like that. So they have to deal with all that. And I was angry because a couple of things. They sent us an email about a week ago saying, hey, we're going to come in and redo the cabinets. We're going to put in all new cabinets, all new countertops. It's going to be dope. It looks super cool, black and white. It looks awesome. It does. It looks great. It looks absolutely great. There's just a couple of things in the email that they kind of sort of forgot to fucking mention. First of all, it took fucking all day long. 8 a.m. to fucking like 5 p.m., bro. That's a fucking work day just for our apartment, dude. Just for our apartment. And in that time, sorry, comment just left. Bye, comment. In that time that they were working on our fucking apartment, literally a fucking 9-hour day. Quick math. Give me a fucking gold star. In that time, they didn't fucking leave water on for us. We have 3 bathrooms, not to flex. We have 3 fucking bathrooms, 3 fucking showers in this bitch. And they shut the water off for that entire time. How are we supposed to shit? How are we supposed to piss? How are we supposed to shower? Wash our fucking hands during this goddamn pandemic. Sorry, side note. Comet, your fucking ass stinks. You stink like shit and it's in my fucking nostrils and I can't fucking breathe. That shit smells so fucking bad. Mackenzie, would you mind spraying some Febreze? That fucking reeks, you fucking dirty bitch. I love you, Comet, but...
Oh my god, she pooping on the ground.
She shit on the ground. She shit on the fucking...
Because she has to run afterwards.
Comet, here's what she does. Here's what Comet does. She shit on the fucking floor. I potty trained her ass. I had her since she was a fucking kitten. Okay, so it's all my fault, obviously. Comet, fucking go follow Mackenzie. Her ass scared as fuck.
Come on, Come on.
Go. So what she does is she's a long-haired cat. Very beautiful. Very good looking. And whenever she goes to go shit, she shits in the litter box. As a cat is supposed to do. But because her hair is so fucking long, she actually has trouble getting the shit out of her ass. Because it gets caught on her hair. So what she does is, oh, it still smells like shit. Oh, I can't believe she just shit. Oh my god, that fucking stinks. What she does is she fucking gets out of the litter box and she feels that there's still, 1 or 2 poopies left in her butt hair. And instead of like fucking wiggling, she just takes off fucking sprinting. She literally is fucking the big Falcon rocket from fucking Elon Musk SpaceX. Fucking talking about 3, 2, 1. And then instead of fucking fuel that comes out of the rocket's ass, it's just fucking drops of shit all the way down the hallway. And she doesn't give a fuck. And she's fast as fuck too. She's fast as fuck, boy. But in the midst of her running, the shit comes out of her hair. It's like little dingleberries that it's like little presents that she drops us. She's very appreciative that she lives here and that we give her great food like Sheba and feed her every day and water her. And in return, she Usain bolts it out of the fucking bathroom and leaves little fucking dingleberry shits on the fucking ground for us to pick up and step on when we don't see. I walk around barefoot in the house and I step on her shit and then I get angry. That's what happens. I'm sorry. I can't believe her ass shit like that. It smells so fucking bad. Whenever 4D, 4 dimension, whenever you can smell fucking shit through video, that's going to be the day I will fucking remake this podcast and insert the fucking smell of comet shit for all of you to enjoy. Because it sucks that I'm the only one that has to endure this right now. Just imagine... just imagine the smell of fucking cat shit as you're listening to this podcast, and then you'll be able to be on the same page as me mentally. Because that doesn't go away. That smell fucking stays around, and it lingers in your nose, and it literally fucks your nose for a couple of hours. So I'll be dealing with that. You guys just sit back and relax and, enjoy not smelling cat shit. You lucky motherfuckers. But, so these renovations, they failed to mention that they were going to shut off the water for 9 fucking hours, so that sucks. Mackenzie had to shower. I had to take a fucking shit. Where am I supposed to do that? Can't shower at the fucking gas station. You can shit at the gas station. You can't fucking shower there. Unless it's like a really nice one or something. But there's grievance number 1, okay? Should have told us the water was going to be shut off so that we know to wash our hands and take a shit and fucking take a shower before you guys come. Anyway. Grievance number 2. They walk in, they're doing drills, they're fucking doing screwdrivers and shit that uses electronics and batteries, and they plug their shit into the wall. So, using my fucking electricity that I fucking pay for, with Mackenzie, we split it evenly. You're using my fucking electricity, dude! Charge your shit before you get here. Don't fucking use my electricity, because I pay for that with my own money. Didn't mention that in the fucking email. Grievance number 2 finished. Grievance number 3 forthcoming. In the email, they said they were going to replace all of the cabinets. In my head, that means you take the old one off and you put a fucking new one on there. By the way, that makes sense to me. Like, yeah, and if it doesn't make sense to you, then fucking, what does the word replace even mean? It means fucking, I'll look that shit up later. I'm putting on the fucking, look, if you're looking at the video podcast, there's a definition for replace. That's what it fucking means. But I guarantee it means something like fucking take something out and put something back in. If you don't fucking put it back in, that means it's fucking just stealing, basically. And they do all of our kitchen cabinets and all of our fucking countertops in our bathrooms and shit. And they're nearing the end. It's around like 4:00, and I'm like, hey, great job, by the way, guys. Looks amazing. And I realize that I'm speaking to one of the non-English speakers, and I'm like, okay, so good job, thank you. What about the other cabinets? And he goes, oh no, the water's running. You're fine. And I was like, no, the cabinets. And he was like, oh, okay, show me. So I'm like, all right, fucking follow me. We walk through the fucking door. We walk all the way into one of the rooms. And I stand near the toilet where there used to be a fucking cabinet. And I go, that shit right there. And I kind of do an outline of a cabinet. And I mime fucking opening up the door. And I'm like, that shit it's missing. Where is it? And he goes, oh, no. No, we don't put those back in. And I was like, It's a big fucking cabinet, dude. There's 3 of them. One in each fucking bathroom. You put your shit in the cabinet. If you don't have a fucking cabinet in your bathroom, where are you going to put your shit, dude? I'm not going to keep my fucking toilet paper in the fucking tub when I shower. I'm not going to do that. They're wrapped in plastic, but whenever you open it up, they fucking are open and susceptible to water. Not gonna fucking do that. So I go talk to the fucking maintenance guy, one of the English-speaking dudes, and I'm like, hey, man, where's the cabinets? And he goes, oh, yeah, that was a design choice. Fuck you, it was a design choice, bro. I know you guys were just trying to save money, and you took one of our cabinets and you fucking basically stole that shit from me, bro. You're a thief. You're a fucking thief. You stole 3 cabinets from me. What if I bought this fucking apartment because I walked in, and I walked into the bathrooms, and I'm like, that's a big-ass cabinet, dude. I can put so much shit in there like toilet paper and towels. That's convenient as fuck. I'm going to buy this place right fucking now just because of those cabinets. And you walk in, and you fucking take my cabinets out without telling me, dude. Without telling me, bro. If you told me, that's a different story, bro. If you put it in the fucking email, that's a different fucking story that we don't even need to talk about because it didn't fucking happen and there's no reason to dwell on the past. Where the fuck are my cabinets, bro? I say to this guy, and he goes, it was a design choice to not put the cabinets back in. And you know who I am. You know I don't deal with that shit. So I go, yo, let me talk to the guy. He's like, what guy? I'm the guy. I was like, no, let me talk to the fucking guy. Let me talk to the fucking manager, yo. I carry that bitch, yo. I don't give a fuck, man. You take my cabinets out, bro. You take my cabinets out without telling me and turn the water off and use my fucking electricity that's actually spending my fucking money and don't pay me. There's no compensation. They didn't say in the email, yo, if they do use your electricity, that's going to be okay. We're actually going to give you a $50 thing just to cover that, just to make sure. Fucking rent reduction. Everything's going to be fine. No, none of that shit. And then I'm talking to the guy. He's like, yeah, no, basically, like, you're the only person that's really complained. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck else are fucking 700 other people doing? How do you not notice the fucking cabinet is gone and then not bring that up to the fucking dude? First of all, you got to be fucking smoking something to be okay with motherfuckers coming in and taking fucking cabinets out and not replacing them, bro. You got to be smoking something, dude. And I wasn't smoking anything. I was sober as fuck and I was fucking angry as fuck. Sober, angry Hayden, not a force to be reckoned with. Or is a force. Wait, hold on. Wait, is it like I am a force to be reckoned with? Or I'm not a force? Either way, don't fuck with me, okay? So I'm like, yo, let me talk to the manager guy. And I know I'm a little bitch, bro. So I'm being very nice. I'm like, I just, in my head, it doesn't really make sense. So let me talk to if I go ahead and talk to him and just kind of express my grievances and my emotions, I think maybe we'll come to an agreement or maybe he'll tell me something that I just don't know, so we'll see what happens. He's like, all right, fucking, yeah, I guess he's in the office. So that guy, there was one really cool guy. And if you're listening, bro, I told him about the podcast. You're fucking dope, man. The other guy, I don't know what his name was, but he was not very cool. Not very cool guy, okay? And sorry, bro, but that's my fucking cool rating. Definitely not high on the scale. But he points me in the right direction to the office. I go talk to the office guy. That guy's fucking dope as hell, too. Love that guy. He's the chillest dude I've talked to in a fucking while, actually. And he tells me his whole fucking thing. He says that basically it's not his decision. He's very new to the fucking thing and that, he's going to help me in any way possible. Right out of the gate, love that shit, man. Send him an email, call me back later, boom. I asked for a rent reduction. I said, if you're going to come in and use our fucking shit and actually literally use my electricity, dog, fucking cabinets aside, use my electricity and spend my fucking money, you're going to pay me. You're not going to fucking use my shit and not fucking pay me, bro. That's not how it works. You don't get to fucking use me just because I signed a fucking contract and I fucking live here and I can't get out of that contract, bro. It doesn't say anywhere in the contract any motherfucker can just come in and use my fucking electricity. I guarantee you, dude. I fucking hate apartments, bro. God damn it, dude. I've never had a good experience with a fucking. I've only lived in one fucking apartment complex, but also fuck apartments. So I talked to the dude. He says, yeah, we're going to reach out. I'm like, okay. And I was angry up until I talked to that dude, and he really, put things in perspective for me, but also didn't really give me an answer. He said, we have to see. I'm going to message him and see if we can do a rent reduction or something. And that'd be dope. I could talk about that shit all day, bro. Don't come into my fucking house. Don't fucking use my electricity. Don't fucking shut off my water without fucking telling me. And don't fucking take 3 fucking huge ass cabinets out of my fucking my fucking apartment, bro. Don't fucking do that to me, bro. Put them cabinets back or get the fuck out of my fucking place, dude. You can tell I'm very passionate about my fucking cabinetry, okay? I don't know where to put my fucking towels now. So, right now they're sitting on top of a fucking mini fridge right next to the camera. So, maybe until I figure that out, I'll be a little bit angry. But afterwards, at the end of the day, nothing really matters. So, was I angry about that in the moment just then? Yeah, I was. But it's let go. Boom. If I don't get an email or call back, boom. I don't give a fuck. I'm out of here in 3 months and we're fucking good. Okay? We make do with what we fucking make do. That's the update on the renovations. As you can see over here, we forgot to turn the lava lamp fucking on before the podcast, so it's just a blob at the bottom. We'll do better next time. We did really well on podcast number 3. We're falling a little bit behind on podcast number 4. And I'm sorry about that. We're trying to have fucking high production quality for the video listeners. Fuck me. For the fucking video watchers. Podcast listeners, just so you know, we have a lava lamp over here, if you didn't know. We also have a little Al Capone fucking bobblehead. Probably can't hear his head moving. How you doing, Al Capone? You doing good? Boom. He says yes. Bobbleheads are fucking cool. They can never say no. That's what's cool about them. Fucking, yo, do I look good today? Boom. Fucking Al Capone says yeah. That's dope. But another thing from last podcast, we talked about the dead cat thing. And I just wanted to follow up with that and say, because Mackenzie fucking after the fact reminded me. So we're going to rewind. So I buried the cat, okay? Cat is not buried in backyard. And I am crying in my room, fucking, sad as hell, because I fucking murdered a cat and buried that shit like fucking Al Pacino did in fucking Scarface, okay? So basically, I'm traumatized by fucking murdering that cat on that street. There's a street that runs parallel to it that I can still reach my house on. So I tell myself, I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to take that street anymore. I'm just going to go the roundabout way and fucking, because I had like practice or something 2 nights in a row. Killed the cat on the first night. And I said, I'm not going to take that fucking street again at nighttime. I'm going to go the other way. So practice is over at fucking school. I'm driving in my fucking Chevy Impala 2000. It was white. Sold that bitch for $300 because it fucking died on the side of the road. Fuck that car. But I'm taking the parallel road. And in my head, I'm going, yo, that was so fucked that I hit that cat last night. I can't fucking believe I fucking hit that. I hit that cat, killed that cat, fucking put that bitch in my trunk, took it home, fucking tried to bury it in a box, didn't work, buried it in a bag. And the fucking, patted the fucking dirt down. So I'm driving on this parallel road, and fucking the most unexpected thing happens. I fucking hit a goddamn fucking possum, dude. 2 nights in a row, I killed 2 fucking things. Not a very good fucking week for me. So I feel the kerplump, boom, and I see the white thing, with my fucking headlights, and then I hit it, and I'm like, fuck me, I knew that was a possum. And by the way, if you didn't already know this, let me put you on some fucking adult, mature-ass, fucking smart-ass shit. You think Albert Einstein was fucking smart? Listen to this shit, yo. Your brain's about to be fucked. So, the white fucking rodents that are huge are not actually called possums. They are spelled and pronounced opossums. Look that shit up. Literally, your mind's going to be fucked. Look that shit up, and they're called opossums. So, I killed a opossum. Fuck me. I killed an opossum would be the correct fucking verbiage there. Isn't that fucked? I didn't kill a possum. I killed an opossum. So there you go. Fucking lesson learned number 2 of the fucking podcast. Write that shit down. It was like fucking the sneeze fucking orgasm thing 3 podcasts ago, and now opossum. We're moving up in the world with our education. You could write a fucking class about this shit. Anyway, I look back in my rear view, and I don't really see him, but I heard the fucking crunch, and I felt the crunch, so I do a fucking quick little fucking U-turn, and by I mean, I fucking went to the stoplight, went to a parking lot, fucking slowly did an 8-point turn, and then went back out, and then went down on that road to go look. Because I don't know how to fucking do it. I don't know how to fucking drift. That'd be cool. Couldn't do that shit in a fucking 2000 Chevy Impala though. But if I could, that'd be dope. But I'm driving on the opposite side of the road, and I'm looking for this fucking dead opossum that I killed on the road, and it's not there. There's no body. Not saying that if there was a body, I'd pick it up, put it in my trunk, and fucking bury that shit. Because it's fucking possum, and they probably have like rabies or something. Even though Mackenzie told me that they can't have fucking fleas. They can't. I don't know. The body temperature is too hot to have something, and I forget ticks. I don't fucking know. Something. Not smart enough to remember that shit. But it wasn't there. There was no possum. And am I glad that it wasn't there? I don't know. I don't know if I actually hit it. I don't know if I was fucking hallucinating because I was so scared about fucking hitting something again. I never saw a body, but I felt something. So for what it's worth, I am sorry to that possum. And if I did hit you and you fucking are on the side of the road and I didn't bury you, I am sorry. Yeah. So, by the way, if you were wondering, it has now been 30 minutes into the podcast-ish, and the cat smell has either gone away or my nose has adjusted to it. So, you can cease imagining the smell of cat shit with me. So, I have a confession to make. I am a junior going into my senior year. Fucking fourth year, whatever the fuck you want to call it, into college. I call that shit senior. And I'm a film major. So what a film major is basically a fucking liberal arts degree from an engineering school at Purdue. So it looks very bad. The future looks pretty fucking meek, basically, job-wise. I can edit stuff, or I can work in a warehouse, or make, movies on the side. So there's that. But put that shit aside, right? Liberal arts majors are typically easier majors than fucking bio or fucking engineering or Mackenzie's wildlife major. But I, personally, am the worst fucking film major in the history of film majors. So whenever I say, hey, I'm a film major to someone, instantly they're like, oh, he's a cinephile. Bro, loves movies. Seen probably every movie that has any significance for film. From fucking 1900s to fucking now. Understands cinematography. All that shit. Basically, no. All I know is how to edit stuff. How to shoot, okay, good footage. Edit, thumbnails and shit. Shoot a podcast by myself. And that's it. Whenever I tell people that I am a film major, they instantly think that I know every movie. And I don't. I don't know fucking any movies, dude. I'll meet a new person, okay? Say I meet a new person and their name is fucking Billy Bob Joe. I'm meeting him. I'm like, hey, yo, what's up? Hey, yeah, I'm a film major over at Purdue. It's pretty fun. And, bro, instantly the first question, bro, The Shining, dude, fucking Stanley Kubrick's, fucking idea and then how he made it onto the film. And did you know that, this weird super fact? No, I don't know that fact. I haven't even seen the fucking Shining. I take that back. I just watched it recently. Fucking bad example. Say it's Full Metal Jacket. Don't know why we're staying with Stanley Kubrick, but we are. But say it's Full Metal Jacket. They'll be like, oh, dude, the fucking dedication of that actor, bro. Oh, the fucking cinematography. I'm like, what the fuck did you major in, dude? How the fuck do you know this stuff? I don't even know the stuff that I'm supposed to be knowing that shit, man. Sorry, my dumbass has my sound on. But I don't even know that stuff. But I feel like I should, and people make me feel like shit because I don't know. Bro, you know how many times I've been told, yo, you don't know fucking this movie that's obscure as fuck, but, was way before your time, and you're actually only 21 years old and was born in 1999, but this movie came out fucking 30 years before you were born? You don't know that movie, dude? Oh! Piece of shit fucking film major. Fucking, you call yourself a film major? Yes, I do call myself a film major. Did I call myself a good one? No. I did not. Basically, I just need to watch a shit ton of movies. And my fucking ugly ass doesn't have time to watch fucking movies. One, because some movies are boring as shit. Some movies make me fall asleep in my chair, and Mackenzie has to wake me up at 4 a.m. because I fell asleep there. I'm like, yo, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch. Let me give you a real movie. I'm going to watch fucking Gone with the Wind. Watch that shit from start to end. Gone with the Wind is like fucking the highest grossing movie of all time or something, besides like Avengers Endgame or something like that. I was like, I'm going to sit down and watch it. Bro, that shit was hard to watch, man. Hard as fuck to watch, man. Movies that are longer than 2 hours are hard as fuck for me, dude. 2 hours is a long ass time. That's fucking 1/12 of my day, and I did it again with the math. Your boy. Quiz me. Give me a fucking multiplication. I'll do that shit in 2 seconds, yo. Fuck yeah, I'm good with math, dude. All that fucking pre-calculus and calculus in high school that I failed must have really paid off. Fuck calculus. Worst fucking math of all time. Neil Armstrong failed that shit. So did I. Am I an astronaut? No. I'm a fucking piece of shit film major. Who's watched fucking 3 movies in his life, maybe. And all of those are probably Marvel movies. But I did recently watch like 75% of The Shining. And that was really good. Somewhat. I fell asleep a couple times. I know. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to fucking snort cocaine before every movie so I don't fall asleep. But that's the confession I had to make. I'm the worst film major. And if you have a favorite movie, comment it down below or fucking tell me in person or email me. I don't give a fuck. And I might watch that shit. Maybe. I'm really good about watching movies that people tell me to watch. But I hate the fact that I haven't already seen them. That's what makes me angry. A little bit. So I've been going through a rough time. Okay. In life. As motherfuckers do. Shit is hard as fuck. You know? Going through life, fucking working and school. And also dealing with emotional problems that fucking your parents gave you throughout your life. You got bags. You got fucking luggage you gotta carry. We're basically fucking mental bodybuilders at this point. Fucking flexing every muscle all the time, working that shit out subconsciously. And I want someone to help take the load off so I fucking don't have to carry as much. So I'm looking for a fucking therapist right now to maybe talk to about the shit that I want to talk to. I feel bad for my future therapist. I feel like it'll basically be like this podcast, but they're actually listening and giving feedback. So maybe that'll be cool. But I had a therapist when I was younger. I had a fucking, what was called like a anger management therapist because I was fucking angry as shit. I have what's called ADHD. And when you're a kid with that shit, you're very confused and you are very angry. And I took my shit out on my teachers and also my fellow classmates. And I apologize to all of those kids that I fucking, mentally probably traumatized with my fucking anger issues. But so I'm 21 now. I'm not fucking 8 years old. But I still have, fucking some lasting issues that I need to deal with. So my first instinct was to reach out to my fucking adolescent fucking podiatrist fucking therapist. What the fuck is like a fucking child therapist, pediatrician or whatever the fuck. Podiatrist. I don't know. There's a foot doctor and there's a fucking child doctor. It's like pedo or fucking pedo.
It's a
pediatrician.
pediatrician.
Anyways, I want to reach out to my fucking my younger therapist and be like, yo, do you know any people who, help with fucking motherfuckers who don't really know what to do with their life? But I think that'd be a weird conversation because I haven't talked to her in like 10 years. But, we'll see. She's a very nice lady. And if you're watching this, thank you for helping me with my younger issues. But now as an adult, I have other issues that I need to deal with. And we all got issues, basically. And if you fucking have issues, either talk to someone or, don't fucking deal with that shit on your own. You shouldn't have to, Find somebody who's willing to listen and fucking tell them that shit and also care for them and listen to them as well. That's the biggest fucking thing. If you're going through anything, fucking talk to somebody. Don't let that shit spew in your head because you'll fucking turn that shit like a fucking witch's pot and you'll be like, fucking a frog leg of this. An eye of a fucking eagle and then you'll concoct some fucking shit inside your head that fucking, ends up being a fucking bad spell for yourself. Oh, what a good analogy. Come on. That shit was good as fuck. A fucking rabbit's foot for good luck. You just dropping that shit in, and ends up fucking up your whole day and, possibly a couple of months. But no matter how low you are, you can fucking get up from that shit, okay? Just keep that shit in mind. When you're at rock bottom, the only place to go is fucking up, yeah? Or I guess just chilling on rock bottom, but you don't want to do that. Fucking do something. So, I want to get a tattoo. Plain and simple. A couple of issues. I am fucking deathly afraid of what's mainly used to fucking do tattoos, and that's called needles. I have been afraid of them ever since I got a fucking, what was called a TB shot, fucking tuberculosis, when I was fucking like 5 years old or something. She put that shit in my vein like this. Boom. And then my skin started to bubble. Like fucking bubble wrap, but it was my fucking skin. And she said, oh, that's completely normal. No, it's not. I don't normally have bubbles on my fucking skin, and it's not normal. My 5-year-old ass fucking cried and hid from the nurse practitioner, and ever since then, I've been traumatized of fucking needles. So, but I want tattoos because they look cool, and, they have meaning and shit. That's issue number one. Issue number two is I don't know what the fuck to get, and I also don't know where to get that shit. Being a dude and getting a tattoo is extremely difficult in my opinion. If you're a girl, you're fucking set. You can get a little one on your fucking wrist, one on like the inside of your finger, fucking behind the ear, all those places, cool as fuck, look dope as fuck. Me personally, I don't want to fucking get one and be like, oh, that was a bad place to get a fucking tattoo. I don't want to get it on my wrist and then fucking, have a job fucking as a wrist model or something and have to cover that shit up. Not that I'll ever be a wrist model or whatever, but, I like to keep my options fucking open. But I'm like, do I do what? See, I don't want to half-ass. I don't want to do like a small one on my fucking arm and then, a little fucking thing on my forearm. My forearms aren't big. They're like, I'm built like a fucking, my arms are built like fucking toothpicks. My fucking chest is built like a barrel. So I look a little stumpy sometimes. And getting a little tiny tattoo on my forearm would look kind of goofy. So I either have to go full out and get a fucking chest tattoo or fucking get a small, I don't know. That's the catch-22 that I'm fucking dealing with right now. And I don't want to get halfway through and then be like, no, I can't do this. No. I got to take a break. I don't like needles and this hurts like bitch. And I don't want to do that. So that's another thing. We got a couple of hurdles to go over in order to get this and ultimately get this tattoo. And that's what I'm thinking about. Oh fuck. I also fucking, in other good news, got a typewriter. So I've had a typewriter before. I had one. I bought that shit from a fucking flea market for like $15. Tried to work it, couldn't find the ink basically, and it's been sitting on my shelf. But I went to that another flea market, but we were selling shit this time, and I went to go talk to another vendor, and they had a typewriter for cheap. It was like $35. So I bought that shit and was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And I bought the cartridge on Amazon. It was like $11. It's whatever. I fucking have a job, so, $11 isn't a whole lot of money. So I bought that shit. Came in a couple of days later. Plugged that baby in, and it fucking works, dude. I fucking typed a half a page of fucking nonsense onto a paper. My ass feels like Stephen King in this bitch, bro. Stephen King fucking writing, the fucking best American novel. Downside is it's loud as fuck, man. Like one fucking key sounds like a fucking jackhammer 2 blocks away. Still loud as fuck. And annoying as fuck. But it's cool as shit. And the shift key doesn't work either. The thing that like makes it go sking and like shifts, like it goes down a line and it fucking moves the shit back over. That's broken, so you have to do it manually. But that's fine. I can get over that. But typewriters are dope, and I actually really enjoy this one because it does work fucking at least 50%. So we'll probably get it maintenance or something. And I don't know. Maybe I'll write a fucking book about this podcast. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't even know how to fucking write, to be honest.
You can write this
Write a script for a podcast. People who wrote on typewriters, I fucking applaud you for writing anybody who wrote anything before fucking being able to type that shit, bro. You're fucking amazing. Like fucking Thomas Jefferson, who wrote the fucking Declaration of Independence, bro, probably wrote that shit like 5 times all the way through, and I haven't even read it fucking once, dude. That shit's long as shit, man. Probably read it in like fucking 8th grade or whatever, because you have to. I know it starts like We the People.
What, the Declaration of Independence?
Yeah. And it lists like all the shit. And you should read it. I don't know. It's fucking something you should read, but
The only reason I know, like, kind of how that starts is from fucking National Treasure.
legit, yeah, no, fucking if Nicolas Cage wasn't alive, I would not even know half of that shit, bro. He squirted the fucking lemon juice on the back of that shit and put it in the microwave and was like, "There's the map."
No, it's
Such
like,
a good ass movie.
it's like
I know
the
it's like
kid-
lemon juice with a blower.
The kid who goes into the fucking thing and, like, deciphers it for
Mm-hmm.
him. That's the, like, because he reads it.
That's true. Fucking Nicolas Cage basically is the reason that we know what the fucking Declaration of Independence is, and if he wasn't there, we wouldn't know. Sorry, Thomas Jefferson. If I know your hand wrote that shit, great job. But also, are you a bad guy? I don't know. I've heard some shit about you in the news, and I don't know. So Mackenzie and I went kayaking today. I had my day off, and it was fucking gorgeous. We had a fucking nice ass, cool ass day on the lake. We took the kayaks out, and we had a great time. And the weather was 87 degrees, so you know we had a nice little kayak. It was like 30 minutes. We went on like this little island thing. But in the midst of us kayaking, I equate this fucking eureka moment with Isaac Newton sitting underneath the tree whenever the apple hit him, and then he discovered gravity. So this discovery that I made today was very interesting. So we're in the kayaks, she and I, paddling along. Actually, no, we're not even paddling. We're idle at this moment. Just going with the flow, as they say. And a boat goes by. Big boat. Boat makes us go left and right and swivel, okay? On the water. And fucking the eureka moment happens in my fucking head. It goes, whoa, hey. That shit just made some waves, didn't it? And then Mackenzie goes, yeah. And I was like, do you remember in school whenever they told us that the fucking moon made those? No fucking way. That's all I had to say. No fucking way the moon makes fucking waves, dude. Step 1. Water doesn't have fucking metal in that shit. It might have iron in it or something. No fucking way the moon, miles away, is causing waves to go up on the fucking shore and hit my fucking little tiny toes. Okay? No fucking way. The sun, maybe. The sun makes shit hot. That's understood. It was hot today because of the sun. The earth is leaning fucking closer. Makes sense. You could tell me fucking a million times that the moon and lunar tide and the fucking, when it's a full moon, it fucking makes the waves bigger. No fucking way, dude. Tidal waves don't fucking, like, that shit is the wind. Also, what the fuck is the wind? What is that shit, man? What is the fucking wind? It's just hard air. It just hits you hard as fuck. Bro, wind can fucking break shit, bro. Fucking tornadoes, that shit's wind. Fucking waves, bro, that shit can break shit. Wind causes waves, and if you say it's the moon, you're fucking lying, man. The moon is so far away, dude. It has no fucking effect. I get that it's in the fucking Earth's gravitational fucking shit. I get that it's in the fucking Earth's gravitational fucking shit, and that's why. But it's moving away from us a fucking inch a fucking year, dude. You think that shit's gonna fucking make the water move? No. No fucking way, dude. And I'll probably be fucking stand corrected after I get off of the podcast and fucking watch a quick YouTube tutorial. But right now in my head, it makes no fucking sense how the moon would fucking make fucking waves, dude. Fucking tsunami? You think the moon's just getting closer? Nah. The fuck? That's fucking wind and shit, man. Like, It doesn't make any fucking sense to me in my head why the fuck the moon would have some gravitational force on the water. Why doesn't the grass fucking do that shit? That's wind that moves the grass. You know what I mean? Wouldn't everything be fucking moving if it was the fucking moon? That's all I have to say. Why don't I get fucking pushed and pulled like the fucking waves because of the moon? Huh? Because I am slightly overweight. The fucking gravitational force of the moon is fucking less than my fat ass. So I don't move. That was a goofy ass laugh. Sorry. Didn't mean to fucking sound like that. But that shit to me just it doesn't make sense, and it probably will never make sense. That being said, I'm not like a flat earther or anything. I understand the earth is fucking round.
Actually, a triangle?
It is a triangle. But that's my that was my eureka moment on the fucking lake with Mackenzie. And you don't have to call me fucking Isaac Newton or anything, or fucking give me a Nobel Peace Prize. Like, you know, I'm not asking for that shit. I just want to be recognized for my discovery, basically. So whenever you name the fucking waves, name that shit Hayden. You know, Newton has fucking laws. Fucking, you know, Hayden has waves. It kind of makes sense. Goddamn, maybe I should look that shit up. There's so much shit about the fucking world that people like spend their whole lives researching and shit that like I just don't know about, you know? And that's why I like watching those nature shows, because it kind of sort of gives me a glimpse into that shit. But like, fucking what is carbon dating? You know what I mean? Like, I know what that shit does. I know it fucking allows you to see how old shit is. But what the fuck are they doing? Like testing the carbon atoms to see how fucking old them bitches are? Like what? That shit doesn't make sense. How do you test how old that bitch is? Fucking ask it, you know? What is it gonna say? Maybe that's something I gotta Google too. But speaking of like Earth and shit, my favorite place to be, or place that I have experienced, is a cave. And I know that sounds weird as fuck, but in my head, and maybe it's me fucking playing too much Minecraft, in my head, if I was in a fucking cave and it was raining outside and there were no lights on and I could like hear the rain, but also not have rain on my head, that shit is fucking peace. Don't know why, but I've been in 2 caves my entire life. I went into a place called the Talking Caves in fucking Branson, Missouri. And I went into the Mammoth Caves, which is the longest fucking stretch of caves in the fucking world. Isn't that crazy? That shit's that close to me too. Quick story. Went to Branson with Mackenzie. It was just us. It was our first trip alone. Super cool. Drove 8 hours. That shit sucked. But we got there and we said, hey, we got to do a couple things here. What do you want to do? I sat down, did some quick Googling, found this place called the Talking Caves. And I said, yo, we gotta go. Caves are cool. We gotta fucking see that shit. And we go in, and it's not like a big, huge fucking like thing. It's like a one-man show with like a gift shop, which is so fucking dope. Like I was imagining like 30, 40 people. Nah, it was like 5 people went down there, and that changed my whole perspective on fucking caves. We went down there. As we're going down, we had the coolest fucking tour guide too. Fucking chillest dude. We're going down to this fucking beautiful ass cave. Okay. We literally walked. So we're in this fucking waiting room. Sorry. We're in this waiting room. He's like giving us the quick history of the cave. Hey, you know, this shit was founded in like 1850 by the fucking, this dog. This guy was like chasing his dog, and then the dog like stopped right here. And he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And he fucking was like, yo, dog, what do you find? And then he was like, oh, damn, what the fuck? And then what they did was, he was like, hey, Billy, come here. And then the fucking older brother who found the cave was like, hey, here's a rope and a fucking piece of wood. What we're going to do is we're just going to lower you down there with a fucking lantern, okay? Let us know what you fucking find. And bro was like, okay. So they fucking lower his ass down. Fucking, like, with a rope and a fucking piece of wood. His ass is going into this cave. Bro, that shit right there gets my heart pumping. Going into a cave with a fucking rope and a piece of wood, bro. Rope fucking snaps, you're dead, bro. Rope snaps, you're dead. Yo, Billy! Ah! You know? I'm stuck in the cave. That shit would be scary as fuck. But bro's going in there, fucking balls of fucking steel, and he's got his little lantern, and the fucking tour guide is telling us all this, and he fucking waves his lantern around, and he sees this stalagmite formation in the shape of a fucking angel / fairy, one of the two, because it has like wings and like a very like he's pointed out it looks just like a fucking fairy. And I was like, holy fuck. You imagine seeing that? 1850, not really knowing what the fuck, science is, or like why the fuck that shit's there, thinking there's a fucking fairy in there, and you're young as fuck. Bro, that shit would be life-changing. And it was. And that kid exploited that cave and made it into the fucking tourist attraction that it was, and allowed us to fucking go there. So we go into the cave. It's literally one door. He opens the door, we're in the cave. I'm like, what the fuck? This is cool. And we walk down like, I want to say like 100 feet. I don't really know. There's like steps and stuff. And we get down to the bottom of the cave. He's like, this is it. Here we are. He's like, if you look over there, you see those black marks on the ceiling. And it was like near like a ledge. He's like, so the old tour guides, fucking Lucy and Mel or whatever, I don't know their names, they would put their lantern right there on that ledge, and that's the blackness is where the fire was, where it burned the wall. And he said that was back in 1920. And when he said that, and I saw the fucking shit on the wall, bro, I saw the fucking burn marks, dude. Oh shit. When I saw the fucking burn marks, dude, instantly, my ass feeling nostalgic and cool as fuck. Don't know why, but when I see shit that's fucking real from old times, bro, that shit's fucking cool, man. He was like, they would sit right there and they'd fucking sing and they'd play their trumpets and their fucking cellos and stuff, and they'd sit down here for like 8 hours because the acoustics down here are amazing. And he's like, does anybody here sing? And then nobody fucking says anything. And I'm like, Mackenzie just gives me a look, and I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta sing something home. And then I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, you down there? You fat motherfucker? No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? He's like, you down there? And I was like, yeah. He's like, do you want to, the acoustics actually right in this spot right here are going to sound amazing. So if you want to sing anything, go ahead and, so I'm like, damn, what, like, so I go like Alicia Keys. Actually, I fucking, New York. Fucking, damn. Should I hit like fucking Alicia Keys fucking New York? Or should I fucking, I've got the world on a string. I was like, nah, I can't go too extra. So I was like, I'll just hit it up with the fucking national anthem. So I'm like, damn, which is it? Oh, Beautiful? I was like, nah. There's so many fucking America songs, by the way. Why? Fucking like West Virginia. Oh, Beautiful, Spacious Skies. But I'm like, oh yeah, still one that starts with oh. So I go in. I'm like, clear my throat and shit. Look at Mackenzie. She's like, go ahead. I'm like, all right. Oh, say, can you see? And I'm hitting that fucking nice ass falsetto in there, bro. And then the cave goes like this. Oh, say. It literally you hear the echo, bro. And if you stay in the right key, the echoes make it sound even better. So I'm going through and I'm like, this song's long as fuck. So I stop like right before Rocket's Red Glare, because you know that shit goes, Rocket's Red Glare. Then your voice gets all fucked. And then later on, Mackenzie was like, fuck, I'm so glad you didn't do the whole song. I was like, yeah, I thought so too. I thought it'd be too much, right? She was like, yeah, good call. I was like, fuck yeah. I was so nervous. But it sounded dope as fuck. And in that moment, I fucking fell in love with caves. And I thought, this is what I want to do. I want to go to fucking caves. I want to explore that shit. And I want to learn about, history. And being in that cave, I'm not fucking joking. It was raining too. There was like a light sprinkle because he told us that. And you hear the drips of the fresh water going through the soil, creating these stalagmites that take fucking thousands of fucking years just to grow an inch, dude. And they're like 30 feet long. You're like, wow, this is literally a time capsule. Like all these people have been down here and now I'm here. And that shit's fucking beautiful. And I love caves now because of that. And that fucking tour guide too. Shout out to you, dude. You're the chillest guy ever. and I want to make it to Mammoth Caves. Again, whenever shit's actually open, because whenever we weren't actually able to do that shit, and I want to go on those tours, and that's gonna be fucking life changing too, because I know more about Mammoth Caves. I've been watching cave documentaries, and bro, fucking cave drawings, dude. Come on, man. You imagine walking into a cave, fucking say like, hey, let's go check out this cave with your buddies, bro, and you have a fucking flashlight, and you look on the walls, there's a fucking like bison that's been there for fucking like, I don't know. I'm gonna sound dumb as fuck here, but like at least 100, like a couple 100,000 years or something. I don't know how old cave drawings are. I'm gonna go ahead and say 35,000 years old. Old as fuck. The average person lives like fucking 79, 80 years. What's up?
How much did you say?
35,000?
You're pretty good. It's from 40,000 to 14,000 years.
So 40,000 years ago, bros came in and go, I have to document the bison that I just saw. And I'm going to draw on the wall with my chalk. My rock chalk. And I will draw it. And also, dude, who taught the cave people how to do art, man? Because I can't even draw that shit, and I live in the 21st fucking century, bro. I would have drawn a stick man. I would have drawn a stick person. Fucking circle for a head and fucking lines for the torso. But, bro, their shit's fucking straight up you look at that shit, you go, yeah, that's a bison. That's a fucking pig. That's a fucking warthog. Like, fucking, get them like an art prize or something. Like, great fucking job on portraying what life was like back then, because, bro, if I was the guy who was in charge of fucking cave drawing, they'd be like, go, what the fuck is that supposed to be a bison, bro? What the fuck? I'm like, no, I was just trying my best. I'd get made fun of for sure if I was the cave drawing guy. And another thing that's interesting about caves is, so they found cave drawings like really, really deep down in the cave that were like really fucking crazy. And they think that the reason that nobody really knows why cave drawings are there, but they think that they're there because whenever these primitive people would go into the caves, they would go so deep and didn't have equipment, obviously. They would go so deep in the cave that the oxygen supply would actually get sort of cut off, and they would go into hypoxia. Smart as fuck. Hypoxia. Look that shit up if you don't know. But what hypoxia does is it actually gives your brain, you slightly start to hallucinate, and you start having weird images of maybe bison or whatever was going on at that time, and they would use those images and they would draw them, and they thought that it was some form of like religious not religious but some spiritual thing. So that's really cool in my opinion, that people were fucking high as fuck drawing bisons on fucking wall deep inside of caves, and now they're still there 40,000 years later. Name one thing that you're going to do in your life that's going to be around for 40,000 years, It's hard to. I think one time I fucking carved my name in a fucking tree, Probably not 40,000 years. There's not a fucking 40,000-year-old tree, so, it's cool to make an impact that lasts that long. And I'm hoping that maybe this podcast is doing that right now. Maybe I'm making an impact that'll last for fucking hundreds of thousands of years. If you're fucking in the future, bro, and your name's fucking Xenobot 42,000, and the year's fucking a number that I can't even fucking think of. Hello. And this has been the Slightly Overweight podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Xenobot 42 fucking thousand. This was a weird episode. And thank you for bearing with me throughout the whole thing. I appreciate every single fucking one of you guys. And I know the numbers. I've been watching them bitches. Not that I care about them. Not that I'm supposed to care about them, but I do. And I see you, bro from France, who's been watching every single episode. You're chill as fuck. It's from like Chicley, France or something. You're cool as fuck, dude. Thank you for making my podcast international, basically. Thank you, bro. And to everybody else in America and I think Canada, thank you as well for listening to this. And I will be right fucking back here Monday of next fucking week. I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope that everything that's supposed to go correctly, in your life happens. And I hope you make fucking bank off of Bitcoin and Ethereum coin. So, there you go. Thank you so much for listening, and yeah, that's it. Peace out, guys.